You've tried the methods: sage, crystal, Reiki, sound baths. Maybe you've even done workshops for weekends, weeks, maybe even more. But you've noticed something. The effect, if there's a one, doesn't last. You are intelligent enough to see the pattern. You've succeeded in other areas of your life. You know what real progress looks like. You know when something is actually working. But this isn't it. Most people in the spiritual field will tell you to try harder, to believe deeper, to buy a different crystal. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tell you what's actually happening and why almost everything you've been taught about energy is built on a foundation that doesn't exist. My name is Aaron. I'm a Chinese practitioner on the path to immortality. I've been cultivating for 5 years. I don't say this to impress you. I say it because it's relevant to what I'm about to explain. You've probably suspecting for a while that something is missing. Not because you are cynical, because you are observant. You've seen how the industry works, how the same people who sell you a clearing also sell you the solution to the problem that clearing is supposed to fix. That is not spirituality. That's a business model. So let me give you the framework I'm utilizing, and then you can decide for yourself if it makes sense. In Taoist cultivation, there's a concept called qi. Not air, not molecules, something more fundamental. It is the invisible force that drives everything. Your success, your failures, whether things go smoothly or fall apart. The actual engine behind every outcome. Qi has different qualities. Clear qi is light, ascending, life-giving. It grants vitality, health, and longevity, awakens wisdom, and allows your inner gifts to unfold. And ultimately, it leads to a cultivation, ascension, and an attainment of immortality. This is true qi. Turbid qi is heavy, descending, decaying. It brings fatigue, confusion, sickness, and misfortune. Human beings have qi too, but it is not true qi. It is mortal qi, somewhere in the middle. When you are born, it is relatively clean, but over time, it depletes. It gets turbid. Here's the key point. You cannot sense true qi on your own. You cannot put it toward you. You cannot command it. Why? Because you are mortal. That ability is not built into the human baseline. It has to be activated. And only someone who already has it can do that. So when you perform an energy clearing, whether with sage, a crystal, or your hands, what are you actually doing? You are going through a motion, a ritual you were told works. But you have no true qi behind it, no real force. It is like drawing a sword without a blade. The form is there, the substance is not. Now, here's where the industry becomes misleading. Not everyone teaching this method is dishonest. Most of them believe what they are saying, but belief is not the same as results. The invisible world around you, the one these methods claim to work with, is not neutral. It is not filled with angels waiting to help you. Without going into unnecessary detail, the space immediately around human beings is occupied by low-level entities, things that feed on any kind of energy, any kind of qi. Your mortal qi, that is what they are after. When you sit in meditation and call out to spirit guide, or the universe, or your higher self, who do you think hears you? Not the divine, not your higher self, that concept that doesn't exist the way it's being taught. What hears you are the things that are already there, and they have every reason to encourage you to keep calling, keep meditating, keep engaging, because every time you do, they feast. This is why so many people, the more they clear and heal, the more they feel the presence of negative entities. You are not solving the problem, you are feeding it. So, what actually works? True qi, clear, ascending, life-giving qi from the natural world. mountains, rivers, lakes, and it gathers in specific places, not everywhere, only where conditions allow. But here's difficulty. You cannot get it by yourself. A mortal cannot put true qi toward themselves. That's not how it works. Someone has to guide you, someone who already works that path, someone with extraordinary ability, a real practitioner, a real teacher, someone who can show you how to locate it, how to draw upon it, and how to let it fundamentally transform your mortal body from within. When you have true qi, four things happen. First, it drives out turbid energy and negative entities. No ritual required. Second, it nourishes your body and mind. You become clearer, more alive. Third, true qi gradually replaces your mortal qi, forming a pure energetic field around you, a protected barrier. In this clearer space, your mind settles, and your capacity to perceive the true nature of reality unfolds. This is what enlightenment means. Fourth, over time, it began to initiate supernatural abilities, the ability to observe all entities in the invisible world, and the ability to drive them out. This is what the ancients call the beginning of immortal arts. No crystal can do this, no amount of sage, no sound bath, only true qi, and only if you receive it correctly. If you've been in this field for a while, and you've noticed that most of what's being taught doesn't actually deliver, then you are exactly the person I'm speaking to. I don't make content for everyone. I make it for people who can think for themselves, who have achieved enough in life to know the difference between real progress and self-deception. On this channel, I don't sell crystals. I don't sell energy sprays. I don't sell quick fixes. I explain the real path to true qi, the cultivation that leads to actual transformation, the one that requires patience, discipline, and a teacher. If that is what you're looking for, and if you are ready to approach it with the seriousness it deserves, then you are welcome here. My name is Aaron. Subscribe if it makes sense to you. I will see you in the next one.